Overtake. We should be good to go. Alright. I'm gonna satiate. Oh, cooldown warp on this back. Is there anything in it that I care about? Kind of not really. Like... SCA 50 chant. I don't think I necessarily care about it. And there's cosmetics on... that's the medium armor variant. Yeah, no, I think I just kind of don't care. I thought Commandos was also... and they... oh, I might want the hot dog at some point. But... that's... Nicely going... I think is kind of just a downgrade to the MG43. This is technically the most durable armor, but I don't pick armor to take. Past fire is kinda shit. The escalators, okay. Stun pods are fine, but not especially good. That's an active hazard, and that's kinda useless. I don't know, I think I just don't care about that warbond either. Alright, let me get my loadout reset here. I had been diving on high worlds. Is there a major order? Yes. Liberate Vog Sothoth. That'd be... hey, Vog Sojoth. That's a bot's mission, isn't it?
Helldiver, High Command has unveiled the ultimate objective of Operation Free Space. The construction of the means by which to achieve permanent freedom. The Star of Peace.
Yeah, Vog Sojoth. Ensign Corps. Alright. Well, against bots. And back to my usual stealth shenanigans. Of course. So, I mean, I'm gonna wait for some people to actually show up.
Rages on. Choose where you will give your aid. The automatons desire this planet for their soulless
Just gonna run a
machinations.
7.
Go down and show them the light of liberty.
Initiating FTL jump.
Hello, Ducky.
Hellpods primed.
How are you? Yeah, good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Let's see here. I'm doing alright. I heard a little bit of a rumor, saw a little bit of... What's that thing called when you have like a vessel containing a liquid and it's either perforated or it cracks and the contents start to come out? What is it? A leak? You know, that thing that Hatsune Miku spins around a lot? Right, so I saw a leak about Helldivers 2, specifically about the next war bond. Gotta love those bouncy stratagems. It seems that the next war bond that is coming out is a stealth-focused one. Hello, Valor! So apparently the next war bond coming out is the stealth one. And it is the Redacted Regiment. So I figured now is as good a time as any to come back to the gun. You know, shake off some rust, all that good shite. And discuss a topic that I had in mind related to this game in particular. Oh, hello there, Sif.
Our citizens depend on you for their safety.
Yeah. Stratagem must have done quite a bit of bouncing. Alright, so I want to go back again to the suppressed weapons, because from what I see, from what data miners and the like have figured out, is the Redacted Regiment or Bond will have suppressed weapons in it. As you may recall, I did a lot of testing of how the suppressed trait in this game works, and rather how it doesn't work. So, suppressed weapons pretty much reduce the range at which your weapon's shots can be heard from 35 meters to 30 meters. For the two suppressed weapons we have, which are an SMG and a pistol. So you get 5 meters of reduced noise radius. That's one of the tiny little squares on the minimap. And it makes it so that enemies don't react when you miss shots near them. That's pretty much all it does. Now that is pretty lackluster, I find. Especially for a pistol and an SMG, they begin to have pretty drastic damage fall off after 25 meters, which is less than 30 meters, which is the near noise radius after suppression.
That's something.
Automaton outpost scrapped.
Tagging map.
So, you may be able to see the problem when your, like, suppression radius is outside your effective firing range.
Helldiver lost. Sending replacement. Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Democracy has landed.
You gotta love it when someone stacks shit for no reason. How do you mean, Valor? Make it 10.
Dropping a pin.
Helldiver KIA.
Oh.
Replacement. Their lives were in our hands.
Reporting to the front.
See, you're in frost trap at the until like you normally do, and so on and so forth. I'm sorry to hear that. That's rude. Hello, Cicada, Mio.
Unleashing democracy. Tagging map.
So, we're getting more suppressed weapons. One of them is a side grade to the Diligence, which I think might actually be useful, because on the Diligence you have very long range. And with that long range, the patrols not hearing you from outside a certain radius would actually be potentially useful. I guess for APR sniping, enemies will be less likely to actually find you. That's not bad! That could actually be genuinely useful and helpful. So, alright, that could be solid.
Objective critical stratagem available.
There is also a needle pistol coming with it that... it's whatever. We'll see if it's any good or not. Well, that's bugged.
On its way now.
Hell bomb it is. Freaking lovely. Just go that way then.
Objective critical stratagem available.
But I'm very sorry that happened, Boward. Move out of the way. Well.
Hellbomb armed. Clear the area.
Then
Objective critical stratagem available. Helldiver KIA deploying replacement.
so anyways, back on topic.
Reinforcements on the way.
So we're getting stealth stuff, right? I'm a stealth enjoyer.
Objective critical stratagem available.
I think that should hit. Spear gun does damage? No.
Eagle 1 rearming.
And
Be back shortly.
it got me to thinking, like, we're getting an AR and like marksman rifle. And has me wondering, alright, well, are they being reduced to a 30-meter noise radius? Or are they just getting a 5-meter noise radius reduction? Which would be like from
Hellbomb armed. Clear the
60
area.
meters to 55 meters. It is even less relatively impactful than the 35 meter to 30 meter noise reduction for
Mission progress
the
log.
pistol and the SMG. So, you know, I'm just kind of thinking like it's gonna be, the weapons are gonna just be worthless, aren't they?
Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
know, it's like, they're not gonna make
Fire in the hole!
the price for not very effective stealth is gonna be not being a very effective weapon.
No longer available.
And that just kind of upsets me a bit. Right about there ought to do it.
Attack underway.
Bot asset destroyed.
Oh.
Tagging map.
Hello, Cicada! And I don't know. It's got me to thinking about like weapon design and stuff like that. And kind of just want to like get some of my thoughts out there about, you know, like
Bot outpost destroyed.
there's kind of just a couple of things that
Dropping a pin.
should go into weapon design. Like, I don't have like a solid list yet. I want to make a list and put it into a video. Right. How to approach weapon design. It's like, okay. Performance is one of the things that needs to be on the list. Like, does the weapon perform well? Is it effective? Etc. Does it have an identity? It should have a specific role that it tries to fill. And does it accomplish that?
Objective critical stratagem available.
Throwing grenade.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available. Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available. Coming in hot.
Hello, Ali.
Right on target. Found something.
Is that my spear gun? It's just going alright.
Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
in. Weird.
Hellbomb request approved. Deploying now.
It's good to hear from you, Ali. It's been a hot minute. I hope you are keeping well.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Hellbomb on. Clear the area.
Hello, Gooners. Thank you for the follow. I mean, you are welcome, Sheared. I am a succubus, so it'd be hypocritical of me to tell you to piss off or something.
You've done your duty. You may extract with honor.
Anyways, hello, welcome. I'm Diabolica Carnalica, your favorite Irish succubus. Enjoyer of action games, Warhammer 40k things.
Delivering payload.
Heavy criticizer of Arrowhead at this point.
Dropping a pin.
Better not kill it. Oh yeah, got it. So, getting back on topic. Arrowhead is releasing at some point soon. I believe the Redacted Regiment Warbond are getting, more suppressed weapons. As are they going to actually make these suppressed weapons worth using? Probably not. That's the problem. Why is that the problem? Because when it comes to weapon design, weapons need to have a role. They need to fill that role. They need to have an identity. And then they need to feel good and be fun. So, I'm gonna use a spear gun here as my example, because I think it is the perfect example of this.
Proceed to extraction when ready.
Ow.
Budget running low. Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Oh, why the fuck are you dropping me in the base, you bastards? Ow. Frickin' laser cannons.
Attack underway. And stay down.
That's all.
Here comes the cavalry.
Automaton outpost destroyed.
Eagle 1 rearming. Be back shortly. Tagging map.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
So, as I say, a spear gun. It is a jack of all trades weapon. Its role is to be jack of all trades utility. And it is good against hordes. It's not the best. It won't beat out the machine guns or the flamethrower or anything like that, but it's good against hordes with its little gas cloaks. Its primary role is deal with elites. And it does deal with elites very well. Not as effectively as the railgun, just because war ammo and war damage, but it does deal with them well. It has enough penetration that it can punch up against, you know, heavy targets and tanks. But it won't do anti-tank nearly as well as, like, you know, the recoilless rifle, or the quasar, or the spear. It won't outperform any dedicated anti-tank, but it can punch up against them. So it is a weapon that will always be useful.
Dropping a pin.
And above all that, it is fun as fuck to use. In my opinion, the spear gun is one of, if not the best designed weapons in the game. Because it's just, it will always be useful. It has a role. It fulfills that role well, and being anti-elite, but it's never useless. It can always do something. And it lives up to its, like, idea and is fun to use. Let's compare that to something like the pacifier, which just does it. It's supposed to stun enemies, but enemies are so stun resistant that most of the time they'll die to its piddling damage before they get stunned. It does less damage than some of the sidearms in the game. Its ammo capacity isn't especially good. It's not bad, but it's not the good either. And it's just overall kind of shit. Okay, let's look at the Coyote that they nerfed after saying they were gonna nerf it. An indirect nerf, but it is still a nerf. It was an AR that had slightly below average strike damage, but would set enemies on fire. Had perfectly fine ammo economy, perfectly fine pin. It is just a good AR that is fun to use and feels good to shoot. Its role is, again, kind of a generalist role because the fire is useful against most things, but it's mostly like a chaff and light elite craig. It won't do it well against against tanks, but it's overall pretty good, which an AR should be. Most of the ARs are just kind of shit. So it's like, okay, you've got the Halo crossover one, you've got the Coyote, and you've got the Adjudicator, and those are the good ARs. The rest of the ARs are just kind of not great. Like, they can do work, but they lack identity and they lack fun. They lack fun. They exist, but they don't fill a specific role, and they are not, like, very fun to use. Like, the 1-2.
Forever be remembered as heroes of this metropolis.
Okay, you have a little bit extra utility. but they smack the shit out of the ergonomics for it. Just leave its ergonomics alone, but give it a, like, grenade launcher underbarrel. It's not that hard. In trying to overbalance things, they make things just feel bad. Like all the pistols that have atrocious sway. It's like, I have shot guns after having a couple shots and had steadier hands than the Helldiver does. It is just unpleasant.
That was one for the record books, where all missions are logged for analysis.
And beyond that,
If our enemies had...
like, alright. No. They have gone back and buffed the SOCOM. It now does hit a breakpoint that I yapped about a lot when it came out, which is one-shotting Devastator heads. Right? Like, it can now actually quietly take out the targets that you wanted to. The problem is that it is only quiet from 5 meters outside of its effective range. So, if you're using the weapon within its effective range, you're not benefiting from the suppression. The same goes to the... Where is it? The M7S. Alright, it's got a maximum effective range of 25 meters. Well, its suppression only lowers its noise radius to 30 meters. So if you're trying to take out targets within your effective range, unless there are no enemies within 30 meters of you, yeah, you're not going to benefit from the suppression very much. So, can I just make it worthless? Like, M7S is a fine SMG, but the Stow and the Knight are just better than the M7S. So it's like, well, that's unfortunate. No. The way suppression works right now, it's just not worth using if you're trying to be stealthy.
Hellpods prime.
It just isn't. Yes!
Engaging orbital
For the... Well, I suppose it depends on... Is it coded to reduce your noise radius by 5 meters? Or is it reduce your noise radius to 30 meters? If it reduces the noise radius to 30 meters, then for the marksman rifle and the assault rifle, it could actually be useful. Because if you're engaging enemies at your max range, then that is actually not bad. Because then you will have enemies that are outside of your effective range that will not be able to hear you.
launch.
That would be good. However, if it is just reducing the noise radius by 5 meters for the assault rifle and the marksman rifle, that will only be valuable at engagements outside of 55 meters. As ARs and marksman rifles have a noise radius of, 60 meters.
Activating map.
We'll have to see what happens and if they readdress, you know, stealth and the like at all.
Warning, you are
But
in range of enemy artillery.
we'll see what happens.
Objective critical stratagem available. Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Ah, and they've got a jammer somewhere nearby too. Fuck me.
How about a nice cup of liver tea?
I don't need these, but I do want them.
Liberty dispensed.
Then I believe there's a mortar emplacement. Alright, let me look. There it is. That is the jammer. Well, that's got to go. So, like, this kind of engagement here, where I am already being sneaky and picking feckers off, this is where a suppressed marksman rifle would be handy.
Enemy tactical asset within range.
That's a mistake. I can blow a Hulk's back out with one spear shot. If I line it up right and shoot him through the back into the eye. Let me sneak up here and see if I can pull that off. Pretty sure all my samples are capped, but, you know. Lit is lit. Right. He was fat shaming me there for a second. Wrong gun. Let's see here. suppose we'll go clear that out next. I don't know. I really want Arrowhead to turn around and start making the game, you know, fun again. Like, just let people have things. Let people have fun with your game. Please, for the love of God.
Delivering payload.
You've got the golden geese. Let's just try not to fuck it up again.
Hellbomb arms. Clear the area.
What was that? See that? Best of the best.
My life for super art.
Do I... The fuck did you come from?
Fire in the hole. Throwing grenade. Shagging map. Feels good.
Alright, now then, on to the main objective.
Deploying sentry.
Hello.
Get some. Get some.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey! 10 spears will kill a tank to the front.
Objective near your position.
Sorry, mate. How goes my democracy? It's going at 8 so far. I'm just soloing some 7s,
Objective critical stratagem available.
which I also just kind of yapping about the game design, game balance,
Enemy artillery.
that sort of shit.
available.
Say
You
hello
are
to
in range of enemy
democracy!
artillery.
Alright. Can't climb up.
Injury? What injury?
Warning, you are in range
Oh,
of
well,
enemy
crap then.
artillery.
No wonder it seemed calm to you. It's a foot swap on that topic.
Objective critical strategy available.
well,
Objective critical strategy
so-
no longer available.
I've seen reports that Redacted Regiment is going to be the next war bond. And we're getting like some genuinely amazing stealth armor. And we're getting more suppressed weapons. But the way the suppressed weapons in game work right now,
Objective critical strategy
they might
no longer
also
available.
just not be worth using even for stealth.
Objective critical stratagem available.
So it's like,
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
or like, why should I care?
Fire in the hole!
When it's like, okay, so I'm getting suppressed weapons that are not actually useful, nor are they useful as weapons.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Swear they need a rework. Good evening, flying chainsaws. Still for it now is more for a challenge. I know. Ow.
Not today!
I'm within range of enemy artillery. Did you know that? I did. Thank you, game. Very cool. Where the heck does this thing go?
My life for super art!
Ah, I see. What? Oh, I've got to go next. Actually, wait. Ow. Oh, fuck me. You saw nothing. Wait, the only stealth armor we had was gotten in the ODST. Right, so the Redactor Regiment stealth armor, according to the game files, is basically you take the scout visual detection, crank it up, and you take the noise reduction from feet first, and you slap them together, and that's your stealth armor, which 20% visual range reduction and 50% noise reduction. Oh, that's gonna be some juicy stuff, gentle.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Dropping a pin.
Sending down sentry.
See you fuckers later. The draw to stealth is not pulling reinforcements. Trouble is, you can achieve this, but just use a welcome barrage and walk into the base. I thank you for the compliment about my accent. I am very happy with it. I am Irish and very proud of that fact.
Democracy's on its way.
Honestly, the welcome barrage is underrated. It is really fucking good. Can't claim that. It just says it's gotta be a third processor since most armor has been getting it. According to the game files, it's just those two. It's a souped up,
Something.
like, a visual range reduction and then the noise range reduction. Which, I mean, honestly, I think that those two just are enough by themselves. I don't think that it necessarily needs a third or passive. Because if they are gonna start doing Sired, or like 3-hour passes, then they'd have to go back and rework almost all the others.
Eagle 1 leaving combat zone to resupply.
There's gotta be one more shit. It's over that way.
Throwing grenade.
Ow.
Feels good.
Here it is. What? Oh, they. Oh, you have Iris? Ah, fair enough. Nice. No, I just. They need to rework stealth as a mechanic, full stop. But aside,
Hellbomb.
even without that,
Clear the area.
they really just need to redo the suppressors.
Found something.
Because right now they just are not worth using for stealth purposes.
You've done your duty. You may extract with honor.
And for a no weapon should its gimmick make it ineffective as a weapon. I'd be used to justify making it an ineffective weapon. Like the pacifier. Its gimmick is stun. Because of that, it's just not an effective weapon. Compare that to the coyote, which is, it has a gimmick. It's incendiary. It sets enemies on fire. But that doesn't make it an ineffective weapon because, aside from it setting enemies on fire, it is also just an effective AR. Whether it sets enemies on fire or not, like it's an effective gun that also sets enemies on fire. And right now, these suppressed weapons are currently effective weapons, but they're not stealthy. They aren't. Like, unless you're shooting them from outside of your effective range with them, they're not effective guns. Or they're not effectively stealthier than any other SMG or pistol. I'll have the angle here.
Administering freedom.
An eagle never misses, huh? That thing. Shoot that. There you go. Good job. Kinda need to get up there. You know, like some weapons are balanced around H6 rather than H9 or H10. I'm fine with them balanced around H6, as long as they're still balanced around that. But like, you know, they have given old armor as a passive before. In some cases because they had to, because otherwise the armor was actual shit. You know, reinforced epaulets. Which had to be redone. I don't know. I think that when it comes to this sort of thing, fun should be the primary, like, consideration. Like, a weapon should always feel good to use. It should be fun to shoot. The perfect example of this is like, when it comes to support weapon, the spear gun. It can do a little bit of everything. It's never worthless. Like, original Illuminate. The recoil's rifle just was not worth using on Illuminate ever. If we're talking toolboxes, you want to leave it on the ship against that faction, which is fine because it has use cases elsewhere. That's right. No, recoil's rifle is fine. Recoilless is perfectly fine because it is just the best at what it does. Let me think, what's a better example? The Accelerator Plasma Rifle. When it's just, you know, the Sniper Rifle has plasma fall off. For some reason. Instagib. On the fact that long rifles just outclass ARs and shotguns in almost every way. Like, yes, AR is good for single precise, or ARs for good single precise and shotguns for crowds. Why just use a purifier or up and do both? Or, my beloved, the crossbow.
Dropping a pin.
No, it's like, look. Weapons should have an identity and a role,
Tagging map.
and they should fill that. Like, you know what? I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm going to make a class about it. About, like, is it things that should go into a weapon's design? And how they should be balanced. I'll do that at some point. I don't know when, but I will do it. Thank you for the follow, chainsaws. I appreciate it. No, it's just... The only thing is Arrowhead needs to stop feckin' lying. Oh, we're not gonna nerf the Coyote. It's in a fine spot, it's good, it's fun. We're not gonna nerf it. Bust every enemy by a precise amount. She specifically nerfs the Coyote. Okay. Thank you, Swedish. Like... Let people have fun. The Coyote was the like, oh shit, it's a good AR. Same as when, you know, the Halo crossover came out. It's like, oh fuck, it's an AR that actually performs and feels good to use. It's a miracle. And it's just... Let things be good. It happened with the sickle too. Yeah, it did. If shooting the guns and the shoot guns game doesn't feel good, why play? Right? Like... It's like the Deadeye. Is it actually as good as, like, the Diligence of the Diligence Counter Sniper? No. But it's fun. And it has a re, and it fills that role effectively. And it is your hard-hitting, long-range marksman rifle that's lever action. It feels good, it sounds good, and it does its job. It doesn't feel bad to use, and you're not hurting yourself by using it. It kills well, it does good damage, it has good pen. It has, like, good skill skill expression potential because fuck me.
Unleashing democracy. Helldiver KIA.
One shot.
Placement.
That's fun. Incineration core is also the worst fucking thing. Because of this shotgun, others in particular. Everything else is perfectly fine. And those feckers are right there. It's sheared from normal Devastator range. And it is just a question of if you get minimum pellet counted. And just immediately get vaporized or not.
Sending down sentry.
Love the MG sentry. Oh, fuck me. Alright. You bastard. Have full of that, you bastards.
Tagging map.
Alright. No, I like this game. When it works. And does it blitzering your computer? Or
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
when Arrowhead isn't cutting their own dick off. Wait, no, it's not cut your dick off, it's smash your dick with a hammer. Like, when this game came out, yeah, it had a lot of issues. But it was fun. And Arrowhead seemed like they were really chill, really cool, gonna do things that would make the game more fun and all that sort of stuff. And then they just laid their cock out on the anvil, grabbed a mallet and smashed it repeatedly. It's really telling when you can have a game go from, 500,000 players to, like, 40,000?
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
I don't even know what current Steam numbers are looking like. Alright, let me just go look that up real quick. Alright. Hearts. Yeah. Wait. We went from, almost 500,000 players to 43,000 at peak. It's like, yeah, sure, a game for everyone is a game for no one. And if you're making a game for no one, you're getting there.
Extraction complete.
Because you play a game to have fun. If a game not fun, why play?
This city will soon be a shining beacon of freedom once more.
I'm going to take a minute and go through the war bonds and point out, examples of when they get it right versus when they get it wrong. Because they get it wrong more often than they get it right. Hello, Trigger. How are you?
Good work collecting.
I am
so
probably gonna
many
pivot to
samples.
Dark Tide here in just a moment after my next op, and after I do this. Okay, so it's gonna scroll down to the bottom. Oh, there is Mobilize. I'm not gonna count because it's right. Steel Veterans. Let's see what we get here. Liberated Concussive. It's a Liberator with, I believe, less damage, or worse. It's a slightly shittier Liberator that staggers a bit more. Okay, sure. Throwing range increase in limb health. A limb health doesn't help you because your health bar will run out anyways. Throwing range is fine, I suppose. You can use it. Oh, potato power. Zero assisted, same thing. Breaker incendiary. Actually pretty good. Until they broke fire. Then they nerfed fire. Then they broke fire again. And most recently they nerfed fire again. So... Oh, fire is also broken. Again. So... When it works, or when fire is not broken and they're not nerfing incendiary weapons, again. Well, hang on, we're not nerfing incendiary incendiary weapons, or just making every enemy that you would shoot with one fire resistant. Again. So when fire is not broken and not shit because they made enemies more fire resistant, good gun, it's fun. It is very fun to spray fire at the enemy. The Dominator. Good. Solid. I approve. It is fun. This is my OG. It's solid. It's good. I approve. The Senator. The Big Iron. It hits hard. It's fun. It's good to use. It has heavy pain. It has good damage. The only downside is they made secondaries and SMGs pretty much worthless after 25 meters and certainly worthless after 35 meters. They've given them atrocious sway, but the Big Iron is just good. All the secondaries, it's just one of the best. I approve. Cutting edge. The Sickle. Solid. It's good. Until they nerfed it. Arc resistance. Now 95% is pretty hit. But when it comes to taking arc damage, it's your tens of towers. But I think still one-shot you. Arc weaponry, which is underwhelming at best. And there's like the Illuminate Tesla Towers and the Harvest Node? Then alright. The Punisher Plasma. Good. This was solid. It hits hard. It's satisfying to use. I approve. They got it right with this weapon. It's actually pretty good. The Actual Blitzer. Got his Predator strain. It is a good fuck anything and everything in front of me. It's satisfying. It's effective. It's fun. They did it right. The Last Dagger. I'm pretty sure that I could have a couple of beers and piss harder than this thing shoots the enemy. Like, infinite ammo's nice, but it's a laser up in the flight pin. And it's got horrific sway because it's a secondary. It could be worse. But, you shoot him with a flashlight and like I'm on fire. Except fire's broken right now. And enemies are more resistant to fire. And it's not that good directly. So, their crack detonation stays winning. Thermite is good. Adjudicator. One of the 3 good assault rifles. Engineering kit. It's boring, but it's good. Reduces recoil at all times by 30%. Mind you, it says just when crouching or prone, but it actually reduces recoil all the time. It gives you touch to grenades. It's solid. It's good. The Eruptor. The King. The Crossbow. The Crane. The Grenade Pistol. The Ace. Like, they're all good. Caveat, and asterisk, the Eruptor has been shit, and then good, and then shit, and then shit again, but different shit, and is now good. The number of times I have seen like fellow content creators that do mostly Helldivers 2 content, and they've had to release 4 or 5 Eruptor videos because they kept changing it and kept reworking it because they just couldn't get it right. No, that... Everything else? Good. They kinda just got it right in the first time. And then the eruptor. But it is now! Good. More Patriots! The Tenderizer! It exists. It exists. Have you ever seen this massive before? It's whatever. The Pummler. Do you want an SMG that doesn't do damage but will hold an enemy in place? But only some enemies? If you said yes, the Pummler's for you. If you hear that and think, why the fuck would I want that? Good question. But we have it. It's an area impact. Not bad. That's pretty good, honestly. The Purifier. Yeah, that's just good. When it comes to plasma weapons, this is, unless I'm mistaken, just the king. The Verdict. It's solid. It's better than your starting pistol. If you're on a ballistics pistol, this is a good option. It's got medium pin, it's got fine damage. It just suffers from the dog shit sway. Right for commandos. Hoo boy. You take the passive because you want to use a melee weapon. And because you have to take passive because otherwise melee weapons are kind of bad. Okay. The Lip Carbide. If you don't have the Knight, you can use this to have a Stalwart as a primary weapon. That's pretty cool. That's solid, that's fine. The Bushwhacker. It's funny. It is, if nothing else, funny. Delivering 3 barrels of hell is very silly. I wouldn't call it good, but it is funny. The throwing knife is particularly silent and stealthy if you're not the host. If you are the host, it is the same as any other grenade and will immediately alert any enemy within range of you to your presence. They even took the silent tag off of it. Yeah, it's something. Freedom's Flame. The Cookout. Same as what I said for the Incendiary Breaker. When fire is not shit because they buffed enemies, and is functioning right because they didn't break it again, it's good. It's fun. Then upset fire resistance. That's good. That is actually solid. That's fair. It's not as much as gas or arc gives you, but it's alright. Also, they should probably put that up to, 95% like the arc resistance, because there are enemies that actually do set you on fire, and there are environmental hazards that cause fire, and we have a weapon that sets us on fire. They should let you become immune to fire damage. The Fawn 66 Torture. It's a flamethrower as a primary. It's fun. Except for the fact that enemies ignore being set on fire. It is harder to set them on fire because they've been buffed. And it is also harder to set them on fire because fire's broken. Again. Surprise, surprise. the crisper. It's a hot flavor. It's good. It's fun. Except for the fact that fire is broken. And they made most enemies more fire resistant. You can kill a factory strider with either the crisper or the torch if you get under them. Which, mind you, you have to get under a factory strider without getting mulched or ragdolled or blasted. And you have to stand under it while you burn through a canister, cooking the dog's belly. It's silly. It's fun. Arrowhead's going to nerf it out of existence if they haven't already. They have already made it take more than one crisper canister. Sometimes, because the fire is inconsistent, because they broke it again. Chemical agents. 80% gas damage resistance. That's good. If you stack the heavy gas-resistant armor and the vitality booster, you can actually achieve gas immunity. Good. You said. No enemy uses gas, but this lets us stand in our own stink. 2027 is only 2 showers away. The sterilizer. Actual worst support weapon in the game. I want to stand here, not kill the enemies, make them maybe not kill me, at close range. But the CC that only works against some of the enemies, but not the most threatening ones. Okay. Right. The stim pistol. I might consider it. I might consider playing a medic. I might consider, bring in a stim pistol to heal my allies. If it didn't have slow projectile speed, and it didn't have god-awful sway. Like, for fuck's sake, you'll shoot 3 needles and miss all of them on a stationary target. What the fuck? Dark Breath is actually pretty good. After they buffed it and made it so it won't just stay there, stinking up one enemy in particular, and it will actually fly around and gas up enemies to just create a nice little bubble of enemies that aren't aggroed on you. It only took them how feckin' long to do so? I don't remember. But by that point, I had not touched it. Also, why would you ever use a sterilizer when you can have a guard dog do it for you? Huh? I had to give the sterilizer, like, a good 60-meter range. That's hyperbole, but, like, as it is, sterilizer, dog shit. Awaboshi cheese, I am yapping. I am going back over my thoughts and opinions on Helldivers 2 and Arrowhead, because I've heard rumors and seen leaks about Redacted Regiment Warbond. And I am once again airing my frustrations and opinions. Also, nice, Sully. So shoot me a picture of your mini over on Discord. I'll take a look at it when I stream and such. You only have used the stem pistol your butt retarded to the game? That's fair. It'd be nice if the stim pistol wasn't horribly inaccurate. Because then more people might use it. Truth enforces. Okay. So, they had to go back and buff the armor by giving it 2 additional passives. Because for one thing, unflinching doesn't actually keep you from flinching. It just prevents aim punch. When you're shot, when you are shot at, when you are hit, you still flinch. Because it just run. But the extra armor and the, scout passive, it's solid, it's fine, it's alright. The Halt, it's okay. It's a fine shotgun, but it's a shotgun. Reprimand exists. It's a 200 SMG, so, then. The Plaza Livelist, this is actually really fucking good. It gets a little owl hungry, but it is absolutely a good secondary. Oh, the Hive Worlds? This thing fucking slaps. Good design, they haven't had to buff it, adjust it, or change it. It is just good. The drip for this, immaculate. Urban Legends. Why don't me siege ready? Siege ready is just good. It's solid. Great. 10 out of 10. Directional shield. It's alright. If you're doing a secondary or SMG build, directional shield's pretty good. You still get blasted by rockets because the explosion of damage goes through the directional shield, but it is otherwise pretty solid. The Sunlots. When it comes to the melees, it's a lance that stuns, except stun is broken and not very effective right now, so Siege ready, good passive. It's effective, real speed of frames, nice. Oh, level up, excellent. Flame Sentry. It's not bad. You kind of want to pair it with other sentries that will soften them up or hold them still for it, but it's alright. The Gamer Chair. If you did a bot mission that you can take some high ground and have good line of sight to the map, you can plop down the Gamer Chair and just plot. Get cleared. All the enemy encampments. And very fun, but very good. I remember the good old days of Rocket Defense versions of Illuminate, where you and your, partners just sit up with your gamer chairs and you just hang out and drink beer and shoot squid out of the sky. They got this one right. Sevens of Freedom. The Deckle. Got some fire resistant armor on? Oh yeah, this thing slaps. They did good with that. The armor passive. Gives extra grenades. You can dive into a bug hole to kill it. But I thought this. It's fluffy, it's funny, that's fair. I will accept it. The Ultimatum. I still resent the fact that they nerfed its demolition force. I want it back. It is still good. But the only reason I used it was so I could one-tap, detector towers and jobbers. Because it has terrible ammo, but it's basically having a pocket 500 kg. You can whip out and delete an objective. And the argument of, oh, we don't want stratagems to... We want people to have to engage with the stratagem jabber. You do realize I can just take a walking barrage, walk back out of the range, then throw it into the range, and it will create the jabber for me? I can already get around it. All I have to do is change my tactics a little bit. And use a stratagem that'll go into it and take it out for me instead of using that. Yeah, it's like, okay, instead of getting close, lining up my shot, I'll get my shot in there to take it out. It's just... Alright, it's right there. Alright, let me just walk out of range here, line up my stratagem. That... It'll be destroyed in 20 seconds or so. I do kill it from farther away that way than I can with the ultimatum. The ultimatum still gets for, like, what it does, but it never finds a way into my loadups anymore, really. Portable hell bomb? Ah, so you wanted us to have to engage with the objective. How about I just pop this stem with the stem infusion, run in there, drop this, and then leave. Okay, so instead of shooting it from outside, I just have to run past it. Very, very fun engagement there. Pero fit. Now we said it enough of this. The Seeker. It's fine, I guess? It's fine. Combat scientist, how are you? Borderline justice, alright. The Deadeye. Is it good? Yeah, it's fine. Is it fun? Yes. Is it effective? For what it does, yeah. It is. It hits hard, has good damage, good accuracy. It's solid. It's fine. Because the Martian rifles, in most situations, the diligence or the diligence counter sniper is gonna be better. Like, meta-wise, mathematically speaking, it's gonna be more effective, whatever. But the Deadeye's foot. And it has stagger, so it's versatile, you can use it. Long range, close range, whatever. It's good. I like it a lot. It's my favorite marksman rifle. Gunslinger. I feel like this really ought to increase your secondary ammo capacity. Also, they should add, it reduces sidearm sway as well as recoil. It's good, it just needs a little bit more to actually make secondaries not feel like shit because it looks like you had 12 shots of fireball before you pulled the gun out. Last Talon? Talk to you secondary. This and the Senator are doing the fucking, like, Predator buff guy handshake. Perfect. Excellent weapon, good damage, infinite ammo. The sway is the only downside, and it doesn't have stagger. But it also doesn't have dash roll because it's a laser weapon. The Hoverpack is very fun. It's good in city maps. Or the, like, not the super cities, but like normal cities, because you can get up on top of buildings. I wish the sway was not absolute ass when you're hovering, but it's alright. It's good. I like it. The dynamite. Make the dynamite silent when thrown. Potato, you're probably right. But don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that evil on me. Anyways, the dynamite. I want the dynamite to not have the normal grenade aggro noise radius when thrown, because it hasn't blown up yet. I want to be able to set the 1 minute timer, toss the fucking I ought to be able to sneak into a base with my dynamite, set a 1-minute timer on it, drop it in the fabricators or the bug holder or whatever, then sneak away. And 1 minute later, I just see a little pop up as, you know, heavy button cap met cleared. And then I see a flare go up over there as their base explodes and I'm already long gone. Unfortunately, we can't do that, because fabricators and such count as enemies. And therefore, if you throw a grenade in them, it will aggro nearby enemies. Or if there's just an enemy within 10 meters of it, when you throw it into the fabricator, they get alerted, as if you had shot them. The dynamite's solid, you just can't use it like a stick of dynamite. After the ceremony, the amendment is better than the Constitution. That's it. Sicker got a rework? Ah, nice. Yeah. Okay, I know that you can ping targets for the Seeker, but still, it's just kind of okay. The portable hell bomb hasn't gotten nerfed. Like, the portable hell bomb is still good. Mind you. Whether it will stay good, we don't know. Dynamite can dynamite kill bug holes from outside them? I know that it can for fabricators because it's an amount of damage dealt. But I didn't know that it could actually blow up holes without having to get it inside. That's pretty cool. Now I know that they shifted the ultimatum to have less direct impact and more AoE explosive. Alright. Still can't use stealth with the dynamite, but it's not bad. As to the ceremony, so, reinforced templates. When we got it, it was shit. You know, agree with century on melee damage? Or was it realist speed who gave it slim injury? Anyways, it's democracy protects, but for limb injuries only? And it doesn't keep you from dying. The realist speed and the melee damage, solid. Actually, not bad. However, they had to go back and buff it because it was shit. 50% chance? Oh, it was only the 50% chance? Only. Yeah, no. They released it. It was dog shit. And then they actually had to fix it and make it worth using. Aside from the drip, which the drip is pretty good. The saber. Arguably the best melee weapon? Like, melee's very limited in the game, but this is the best one, so is that, I suppose? What's your flag? They don't want us to have space magic in our space magic game. Meanwhile, you can coin flip surviving a nuke, point blank. Look, I don't want it to be anything spectacular. I want it to make sea soldiers follow you. I want it to give them a slight buff, like... Just don't let it buff Helldivers. Let it buff, like, the sea soldiers and let you be like a flag bearing a little military core thief. That'll be fun. It wouldn't be game breaking. I don't even think it would be good. But I think it'll be fun. Let the flag be a flag, but let the flag encourage your little grunt soldiers that then follow you around because you have the flag and they can't let the flag touch the ground. It's that simple. The Spirit Sparkler is cracked. I love it. I know that you can have the safe scored up with you. I'm saying, like, if you carry the flag, have them just absolutely always follow you. Yeah, no, the power tech is great. It is... it does thermite ticking damage and then explodes in fire. It is perfect. Their argument is that it should buff the player that has zero interest in Super Earth as opposed to buffing the character in the game. There is singularly focused on defending Super Earth because of realism. Look. If the flag was delivered via Pelican with a little squad of like 4 or 6 safe soldiers, I would use it. I would absolutely fucking use it. Calling the flag, calling my little gang of safe. I will be standing there waving the flag and guiding them around objectives. Because I think that would be fun. I do not think it would be effective. I do not think it would be good. But I think it would be fun. Power tech is great. Armament is whatever. Control group. Variable is very funny. It's a fine weapon. The ergo is kind of bad. Then you can't fix it, but... I am willing to overlook like any shortcomings as a general purpose weapon. Because it's funny. A Adrenal defibrillator is fine. I'm still very pissed off at the fact that they took away the Dreadnought interaction. Where you can be and bleed out and get inside a mech. And you can just, until your mech dies you live, just, even in death I serve. Let us be fucking Dreadnoughts. Our mech will run out of ammo. Our mech will be destroyed, and then we will die. Let us have fun. The increased stem defect duration is fine. It's good. 50% arc damage. Resistance. It's not gonna keep you from dying to an arc weapon usually. At least not an allied one. An enemy one, maybe. The adrenal defibrillator is also conditional on not taking a limb break, which is a lot more likely to happen now, so it's like... if it procs in the first place, it's okay. They took away the fun interaction, which would be the only reason I would ever use it. The epoch was shit. And then they adjusted it, and it was skill shit. And then they adjusted it again, and now it's not shit. It's just volatile. If you like make good use of it, it's actually pretty good. Just gotta be careful. So, alright. The laser sentry. It still has a duration. If it didn't have a duration and it was just a heatsink, got it. And it still has a duration, it's alright. If you're doing like a defense mission, bring this, the machine gun sentry, and probably like BMS water. It'll do good work. It will absolutely just cook some things. It has heavy pin, so it can even punch through like charges and shit. It's good. Oh, it absolutely mulches the squids. Again, the flag used to be good. And then they nerfed it. Well, it used to be a good melee weapon, so it was as good as a melee weapon could be. And then they nerfed it. It's funny. It exists. I would never use it. Warp pack. Good. Solidly good. Has risk, has reward. Good playmaking potential, good mobility. Excellent. Good design, good job. Iconics are pretty good, but they're unpredictable. And it's like, alright, I want the cluster airburst shot rocket launcher in my pocket. The Halo stuff. Our second actually good assault rifle after the Adjudicator. After they buffed it and gave weapon customization. Passive. It's alright. The noise reductions is actually pretty good. A point of interest ID range, worthless. And immunity to leg injuries, not bad. Hello, Frost. M7S SMG is a perfectly fine SMG. Perfectly fine. It's a good SMG. But the suppression does nothing. The suppression takes its noise radius from 35 meters to 30 meters, but SMGs and pistols have very steep fall-off after 25 meters. So you're not functionally benefiting from it being quieter. And then it's like, well, if you miss your shots, it won't alert them. Okay. And it's just, man, it's got good ergo. Like, the M7S has pretty good ergo by comparison to some of the other SMGs. It's got very low recoil, but with weapon customization, you can just take the Knight and make it better with higher damage and fire rate with the same recoil and ergo and more ammo. So, the M90 shotgun. It's a light pen shotgun, but it's fun. Ain't it especially good? Not really. The shotguns also have very steep damage fall-off, but it does hit hard. It is very fun. It's just not very good. The shotgun pistol! For stealth and like secondary purposes, it was shit. It was an upgrade to the starting pistol and that was it. Cause suppression didn't work. And then they fixed suppression, so it did work as they wanted it to, but it's still not worth using. And then they buffed it, but it still couldn't one-shot Devastator Hand, so it was still not good. And now they've actually buffed it to where it can actually one-shot Devastator Heads. So that makes it a fine secondary. It's better than the starting pistol, but it's still not stealthy. That's fun. Dust Devils. The Coyote. Our third good assault rifle out of the entire listing of assault rifles. And they swore up and down they weren't gonna nerf it. So they just buffed all the enemies instead. Right, they didn't nerf it, they just made all the enemies very specifically more resistant to being set on fire. And gave them more durable health. Actually. It is still one of the 3 good assault rifles. But, you know, Arrowhead is much like a politician in that it's easy to tell if they're lying because their mouth is moving. Now we're passive. It's fine. More throwing range is whatever. I don't like it because it affects my, like, muscle memory. The resistance to fire, gas, acid, and neutral damage. It's solid. It's fine. It's actually useful in high worlds because, you know, acid and fire and gas damage if you're running any gas. I just wanted the kill zone armor instead because it gives me more resistance and it doesn't mess with my drawing range. The spear gun, the perfect jack of all trades support weapon. If you want more of this, then you just run the Killzone armor, because that's 50% instead of 40%. It's not much of a difference, but it is noticeable. But the spear gun, the perfect jack of all trades support weapon. It specializes in hunting elites, and it does so very well. It has good breakpoints. It has some CC to deal with crowds. It won't kill them quickly, but it'll hold them in place and let you disengage or reposition. It can close bug holes. The ammo economy is a little grady, but it's not egregious. It has demo force. It has enough armor penetration to punch up against some tanks and heavies. It won't kill them especially quickly like a recoils or a quasar, but it's not worthless against them. It is fun as fuck to use. Curse you, Bale! With a hail of harpoons! Like, this is, in my opinion, the best designed support weapon in the game. Because it has an identity, has a role. It is good in its role. It is versatile. It is never a wasted slot. It is fun. It is useful. It is the perfect jack of all trades, all-rounder support weapon. It is my absolute favorite. I run it almost every mission. Love it. Perfect. The expendable napalm, the E2, is solidly good at what it does. It is a fuck that guy in particular and everyone around it. It's not as much of an anti-tank as the it, but it just does a good job of just fuck everything over there. Its only downside is that fire is broken right now, but it usually still does manage to set them on fire. And it does the napalm fire, which is better. Yeah. You can do the same thing to your boss, where if you shoot the underside of the, drop shit, it'll rain down onto them below it and cut them. No, the E2? Good. Does Hell's Warbond overall? Very solid. Except for the stakers at the end. The Soul Asylum, with absolute dog shit on release, because enemies would go out of their way to track it down and kill it. I could turret it, and it dies to a fucking scavenger walking through it. Well, died to a scavenger walking through it. So mistaken that fixed it. And they didn't give it the demo force to kill things from outside range. Like the detector tower and the scanner, or the jobber. Which I still think they should give it that demo force. It's not bad as it is, but it's not good enough for me to want to use it. Cause okay, it can kill factories as a one shot. Multiple if they're nearby each other like in a convoy. Okay, I could do that, or I could get the gamer chair and just kill all of them. Or I could walking barrage them. Yeah. That. Give it the demo, get the demo force for detector shots. I think it's 40 demo force. It's either 40 or 50. I don't recall. I haven't looked at it in a while, but that. The G7 Pineapple. It is just the worst frag grenade. The starting grenade is better than this. Why the fuck would ever use this? Killzone! I like acclimated. It's pretty good. SDA-52. It's fine. It's an AR. It's not one of the good ones. The plasma accelerator was shit because it had plasma fall off. Then it was still shit because it still had plasma fall off. And then it was slightly less shitty because it took away the plasma fall off, or at least pushed its range out. It still fires in 3-round bursts that stagger, so you're liable to miss your secondary shots, or they're just gonna be overkill. And its salvo economy is absolute ass. Yeah, no. Hey, I missed. The still, actually pretty good. For SMGs, it's good. I approve. That one's solid. Python Commandos. The one too. It's a Liberator with a grenade launcher. Grenade launcher is nice utility. Except they neutered its ergonomics. So it just kinda feels bad to use. That's it. It's just... They can't let you just an under-barrel grenade launcher. No. They've got to make it sluggish. And then it's just a basic-ass Liberator. Which is not great. The grenade launcher jolt is nice, don't get me wrong. But normally, like, it can, does it feel good doing it? And again, this is your primary weapon, not to compare it to everything else you could potentially use. Like, okay, why would I use this instead of the Eruptor and a crossbow? Or one of the other ARs that's better, and then just bring the grenade pistol as a secondary, right? Like, they've got a toolbox that we have to pick from. Remember, build captain, you'd be like, okay, I need to deal with chaff, I need to deal with elites, I need to deal with heavies, I need utility. Why this? What will this do or solve that I wouldn't get somewhere else in my kit? No. More resistant to Noctron? That's alright, there are certain things that it helps with. Not everything, but certain things. Melee damage? Okay. That's fine. They put melee damage on armor because they don't want you to melee otherwise. I guess. It's whatever. Hot dog? Actually fucking good. It is a beast of murder. I approve of that. Like, the guard dog will go and just cook tanks and shit. It is scary. There. That's fair. Guard dogs do have a tendency to bite man that feeds them. But when it comes to if you want a guard dog to kill things... No, hot dog. Absolutely. Potato, you don't work for Arrowhead, do you? You don't have, like, inside knowledge on what they're gonna do, right? A defoliation tool. It kinda suffers from the same thing that the shade weapons and dark shade suffer from, which is it washes you in place. And it doesn't always stagger everything. So... it's funny, it can be made to work. But it's got very short range and odd hitboxes. So... it's an option you could choose. The maxi gun. Is kind of just worse than the MG43? Yeah, no, like, the chainsaw is bad, even for a melee weapon. But, like, it can kill heavy things? What? Well... I don't know, it's just, Maxi gun... Well, the maxi gun is fun. It just doesn't perform as well as it should. Like, locks you in place, has some massive recoil. could use more ammo. I'd tie you to slow walking. If it had light pin, give it 3 KRLs or some shit. It does at least have medium pin. That is good and kind of necessary in my opinion for that. But like, as it stands, there's no reason I would ever take this or the MG43 or the HMG and a supply pack. Cause like, okay, I can commit to being stationary. I'll just go prone with the HMG. Or I can just crouch with the MG43 and slowly advance or back up. Supply pack is bugged? Oh, I didn't know that. That's fun. Good job, Arrowhead. You somehow managed to break the supply pack, despite it receiving no changes at any point. Force of Law. Pacifier. It's an AR with a gimmick. It pays in damage. And stun doesn't work right now. Or rather, even with its ass damage, you'll kill enemies before you stun them. Good job, Arrowhead. It's shit. The armor. It would have been fine before they made hemorrhaging dangerous, because chest damage and explosive damage is pretty good. Yeah, when stun works, it'll be a fine support primary. But it pays for its gimmick in damage. When, in my opinion, a gimmick should be something you put on top of a functional weapon. It should be, alright, it is functional AR that can punch up against, like, elites and that kind of thing by stunning them. Like, you know, oh, it's a Hulk. Bronze, I stunned it, now I can get around behind it and kill it. That sort of thing, but like, it's just not a good AR to begin with, and also stun doesn't work. Good job. For the armor, they didn't have to make hemorrhaging this blatant, or this overly lethal. And they also, if they didn't make the bug happen, or if they didn't break this and if this bug was already there, they didn't fix the bug where if you stim while bleeding, or if you suffer a chest hemorrhage while stemmed, you then keep bleeding out despite not having a chest injury. It wasn't an issue before because you could negate the bleed damage. But, you know, it is what it is. Every enemy has the task gets stats effect when the threshold of the stats by the weapon has been reached. I know. I know. A de-escalator? If it had a faster reload? Or rounds reload? While moving? It would be fine. There's no reason I would use this over the grenade launcher as is. Give this thing a... It's not a stripper clip, it's... Oh, you can reload? Okay, so they did let you move while reloading, so it's not stationary anymore. Good. It is still slow as fuck. It needs a speed motor. Aye, it does. Because they exist. I seen the clips. I got the little, like, speed motor thing that they pull the cord and it just drops them in. Give it that. Or it's fully out. Please. I would actually consider using it then. it has more coverage and arcs and all that sort of shit. So if it did have a speed loader, I'd consider using it sometimes. Like if I was doing a kilo mission or something like that, I would use this. But no, the real speed just kills it as a weapon. The guard dog. Or the canine guard dog. Gabe, I will just find a way to kill myself if it's that kind of a situation before I use this. No feckin' thank you. It's funny, but I have never been in a situation where this guard dog would actually be something I would consider running. It is going to fry me. Yeah, no, like... It is having an arc thrower that has a mind of its own. No feckin' thank you. The urchin. Why does this exist? Why the fuck would I ever use this instead of a thermite? Because the only thing you'd use this on, I think that you would thermite anyways. Alright, so the dogs? I'm going to asterisk you. There. The laser dog? The hot dog? And the gas dog. Those three are pretty good. It could be helpful to act as a support to stagger titans. Why do you want to stagger it when you can just kill it with a thermite? Thermite its mouth. It dies. It's like, alright, I spin the grenade, and then use a support weapon or a stratagem to kill it, or I could also just use one or the other to kill it to begin with, like... Okay, the Quasar. One shot to the head. It's easier to hit when there's not a walled one around. At that point, you're using a blitz to buy an ally time to use a weapon or a blitz instead of just using the weapon or the blitz. Like, you are spending time that they can use the same amount of time to kill it if you're right next to them. It's like, I don't know, it's just... I cannot defend the urchin. It does not have a, like, actual good purpose. Like, looking at stratagems and stuff that we've gotten, otherwise it's like... Amar is actually pretty good, and the scope's not broken. I don't know if the scope's broken right now or not. I think the scope works properly now? I think? I haven't used it. Because there's always a chance that they broke it again. Stalwart is good for what it does. Gotta give it credit. Expendable Aztec, it's good at what it does. Recoil, it's the best at what it does. Flamethrower. I don't have much of a reason to use this over the Torture or the Crisper. Auto cannon. It's kind of fallen off. It still does make the good plat noises. But it doesn't hold up as well as it could. Oh, also, yeah, Flamethrower, they did break fire. And nerf fire. They nerfed it and broke it. Like, true combo. Item 2, it's good at what it does. They used a little bit better ergo. But it's good at what it does as is. Airburst. Look. It does have its alternate fire mode that's actually pretty good. But the Airburst has a reputation for that reason. Like, its non-Airburst fire mode, absolutely slash. That's good. However, because of the Airburst mode, I will never not see this and immediately pucker up and start heading to the other side of the map from whoever has this. because, yes, you can use it well. However, I am not trusting anyone, myself included, to use it effectively, or not accidentally swap the mode, or fire it in the wrong mode, and then I just see 3 red health bars pop up in the bottom left and start shaking. It has a use case. It's good at what it does most of the time. But I'm not risking it. The commando is pretty good at what it does. It's a nice alternative to the fucking eat. And importantly, with the laser guiding, you can point at them, then aim elsewhere and then fire it to get some nice arcs and tag shit around corners or around walls. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. The railgun. It is the premier, anti-elite weapon, in my opinion. It's good. It's a big brother to the spear when it comes to elite killing, but doesn't have as much versatility and utility. Spear gun. Perfect support weapon. It's all around a good weapon. That's not the spear. Wait, no, that is the spear, not the spear gun. My bad. The spear. Honestly, really good at what it does. When the targeting is not broken, and when the spear projectiles don't miss. But it can work on the biotech holes. Something you can do in Hive Worlds is you can use the spear on some resupply to cure a, you can use it to chill, the Hive Void. It can crack the plates pretty well. And then if you have, a 1 shot left over or whatever, you can drop the backpack, grab a supply pack or something instead, and then go to the Mega Nest and use the last spear shot to kill the biotech hole. That's pretty good. It's neat. It's a nice bit of tech. Solid. When it's not broken. I have no clue if it's broken right now because they break the spear of real the patch. The Wasp Launcher. It's pretty good against Illuminates. That's about it. Pretty good against Illuminates. Kills, Overseers, Stingrays, Plush Mouse pretty well. Not bad. Gatling Barrage. It's solid. It does its job. I wouldn't take it over anything else, but it's okay. Airburst. Please. Please no. Please no. It does its job, but fuck. Is it more likely to kill us than most other stratagems? 120 does its job. 380 does its job. In a bigger area. Hogan Barrage. The best of the barrages. Well, best of the HE barrages. Orbital Laser. The laser pointer of God be upon ye. It has a long cooldown. It doesn't need to have limited uses. It can also get stuck on factory striders and shit. And move the use limit. Let me have my fucking technician's officer or my combat technician just take a little laser pointer and go around the map. Take away the use case. Fuck it, give it a 300-second cooldown. Raise the cooldown, take away the limits. Or unlimited uses. That'll be fine. Napalm Barrage. Oh, there's a bug breach. Not my problem anymore. I see, some people complain at times about, why did you throw the napalm barrage in the bug hole? That won't close the holes. No, but it'll wipe out feckin' everything. It'll absolutely clear it out so then I can just walk in. And after the barrage finishes and the fire dies down and I can just clear it then. It doesn't close the holes, but it wipes out anything and everything inside it. Best from Best everything over. I want nothing over there to still be standing. Excellent. Rail cannon strike. They need to give this thing charges. Like for when they give us that one event that let us have like 3 of them. Make this function with 3 charges. 3 charges and then they have to reload it. I would use it. I would genuinely use it. As it is... I'd rather no stratagons have a max use. Because it sucks. It's unfun to have a limited amount of uses on things. Strafing run. Good, better what it does. Eagle strike. Good, better what it does. Cluster bomb. I'm just gonna use strafing run instead. Because strafing run is less likely to kill me. Napalm. I love the smell of napalm in the morning! Fire is broken and they nerfed it, but this one's still pretty good because it does so much. Jump pack. The OG. Good mobility. Needs a buff. Needs a shorter cooldown between jumps, because warp pack exists. And if you want this to be the de facto maneuverability one, buff this to like 5-second recharge on between jumps. Smoke strike. If you're gonna do stealth stuff and want a smoke tool, this is an option. I'd rather just use smoke grenades though. But like, when it comes to smoke stratagems, this would be the one. I'm fine with the jump pack having gun sway. Hover pack shouldn't. But the jump pack, I'm fine with it having sway. But it just needs a shorter cooldown to be peak mobility. Rocket pods. Kinda just... They're singularly very good at killing tanks. Any other, like, heavies and elites, they just don't do so good. 500 kg bomb is really good. It can't specifically against Bile Titans. Bile Titans in particular, because of the blast pattern, a lot of that will just survive. But otherwise, 500 kg, it's still solid, it's still good. FRV. I need the ability to flip this thing. Let us flip that motherfucker. Also, there are still times when Pelican 1 drops it and it breaks. Other than that, it's good. Also, let us reload while driving. Well, I mean, like, let us flip it without breaking it in the process. Also, the solidly mounted HMG on the back should have reduced sway and recoil because it's fixed, it's solid. At least, like, driving it's not miserable anymore. The ops. It's okay. It's fine. I just use gas track instead. Because same damage, plus gas, shorter cooldown even. I don't... This has a lighter blast radius to destroy stuff with, but I just use gas instead. EMS strike. A vest. I'd rather just use the EMS mortar. Orbital smoke strike. I'd rather use the eagle because I get more charges of it. But I compare with other eagle stratagems. Also, enemies behave oddly around smoke. HMG emplacement. This is pretty good. And it's pretty fun. Gamer chair emplacement is better, just because it deals with, demolition and heavy sound. That sort of thing, but like, this will put down some wards. Could use more ammo, I suppose. But pretty good. Shield generator relay. When it breaks, it doesn't recharge anymore. Also, health pods break it immediately. So, it has limited lifetime, and if it breaks, it's just done for. So, kinda works with most of the time. Doesn't matter. Better get at what it does. Just stay away from it. Good for defense missions. Put it with some other turrets and just space them out a bit. That's fine. Brilliant battlement. It's alright. They can build a wall with it. It's actually pretty effective. It's a grenade launcher, which is also still just pretty good. Anti-personnel minefield. It's fine. It'll clear some enemies for you. I prefer any of the other minefields. Swipe back. It's good. Apparently it's broken right now, but other than that, it's good, it's useful. No notes. Grenade launcher. When the grenade doesn't drop like a rock after 30 meters, it's solid. Don't know if they fixed that or not. I haven't tested it. But it did break at a point in time, to where you could shoot either the grenade pistol than the grenade launcher. And that's good AoE, good damage, good utility. Solid. Laser cannon. Needs a little bit more devil force in my opinion. Just a little bit. Or having built up devil force over time of sustained fire. Something. Incendiary mines. Better than the anti-personnel mines. Because it also sets fire to then kill stuff coming afterwards. Pretty good. Over. One of the 3 good guard dogs. I approve. Just gotta watch where it is and where the enemies are, so you don't guillotine yourself. Other than that, it does its job well. It just kills chaff, keeps it off of you. Solid. Ballistic shield. Good for if you're doing secondaries, SMGs, or melee. Other than that, not much use for it. Axe thrower. Just hadn't kept up. Cool fire rate. Kind of underwhelming damage. Its stagger got nerfed because they nerfed arc, and stagger as a whole because they buffed the enemies. So, it's here still. How to take mines. They're anti-take mines. Takes multiple to kill a heavy enemy. I'd rather just have dedicated anti-tank on myself than use this. But, they're trash. We absolutely made the right decision saving the kids instead of going to the mines. Razor cannon! It's good at what it does, it just has a lot of downtime. I wish they brought back the bug of after it cools, it would cool down and it would charge up on your back so you could just pull it out and fire it instantly. It's still having to wait the same amount of time between shots, it's just you can do other things, you don't have to commit to that long charge grenade. That'd be nice. But whatever. Shield generator pack, the OG personal protection. It's good. Where are your space condom? Gas mines. The best mines, in my opinion. Special one pair of turrets. But this'll just keep enemies tied up for the longest amount of time and kill them. It also doesn't kill your fellow Helldivers if you accidentally step on one. Then a gas build, or you can achieve 100% like gas immunity, you can just walk through it yourself. Bait the enemies into it. It's lovely. Machine gun sentry. Short cooldown, good damage, good ammo, good accuracy. Doesn't waste bullets, and doesn't mulch you. It's the best. It's good for clearing stuff, it's a good distraction. No, it's Gatling sentry. Burster ammo, wasting bullets, shooting corpses. Does not stop shooting when pivoting, so it will just decapitate you. It will also just turn and point at you on occasion for no reason. It's a socialist. I don't trust it. Mortar sentry. In a team that knows what they're doing and plans accordingly and in a appropriate loadout, it can do good work. However, it can also kill you and your allies. The best way to use this is paired with a full sentry loadout or a sentry heavy loadout to where you are playing way far back from the enemy so it never targets where you are. So, hit or miss. Guard dog. It's a liberator penetrator. It has medium bin. I found it. I wouldn't use this over any of the other guard dogs, because it has limited ammo but doesn't have anything else to bring to the team. Autocannon sentry. Plot, 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 get staggered, get staggered, get staggered, get staggered. It does what it does well. Like, it punches elites. Pocket sentry. Similar, but it aims for heavies a bit more often. A little bit lacking in ammo, but it does its job. I don't usually find a reason for it, but it's okay. EMS mortar. Put this with the other mortar. Oh, then you're gonna have some fun. It does its job well. Patriot exosit. Both exosits need a bit more durability, or an option to either repair or reload them. But they're good, especially on the Eye of Worlds. They are good. They just are rather squishy. Sterilizer. I already covered this. I already covered that. Everything else I already covered, but like, you know. That's where we're at. That is where we're at. Well, enough yapping about that. I'm going to finish off this up, and then probably either dip or pivot to ductate. Oh, morphine. Might just dip. I'm kinda hungry.
Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized. Hellpod launch initiated.
Should have eaten a bigger breakfast. bigger launch for that. Oh. Okay.
Pry this city from the enemy's grasp.
Sending down sentry. Deploying support weapon. Sending down equipment package.
Yahoo!
Orbital barrage incoming.
Me out of here! Gotta love that sway! Hey, nah, should be fine. Shot.
Helldiver lost. Sending replacement.
Ah, lovely. Dagger into bleed into that.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Give me my spear gun. Give me that jump pack.
Deploying
Oh,
sentry.
fuck. Hello. Ow?
Freedom never sleeps! Say hello to democracy!
Helldiver AIA. Deploying replacement. Request approved. Reinforcements
I hate
on
the
the way.
incineration core!
Democracy has landed.
Oh well, thank you game for dropping me there. Oh, fuck me. Ideas to give shotguns over there.
That's called democracy!
Ow.
Helldiver lost. Sending replacement.
What the fuck?
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Enjoy that.
Orbital barrage. Clear the area.
Did that give them a fucking
Mission at 10 minutes.
get boats on their treads now? Oh, that's unpleasant.
Reinforcement budget running low.
Joining us, Greg.
I'm gonna stay up here for now.
Firing orbital laser.
The game wants to throw bullshit at you. Sometimes you have to resort to bullshit to deal with it.
Throwing grenade. Fire in the hole.
Go get him, Matilda.
Sending down sentry.
Oh, that went too far. Did my spear gone up here, I wonder? Nope.
Sending down support weapon.
Hopefully that lands on
Down
something.
equipment package. Fires don't. I don't so I can actually see what I'm doing though.
Throwing grenade.
Sending down sentry.
I think the odds of me not cooking myself with this are.
Firing orbital barrage.
Let's find out.
Clear the area. Sending down equipment.
I believe.
You have accomplished liberties. Extracting your discretion.
Reinforcement budget.
You know what?
depleted.
It worked.
Request approved. Dip extraction shuttle inbound.
It didn't hit me.
Pelican
It
1,
just
approaching
ragdolled
pickup.
me.
This is Pelican 1, requesting all Helldivers to enter the extraction radius. Pelican 1, landing in progress.
All game, let me open, let me out.
Extraction complete.
There.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Fuck the incineration core. Anyways, gallantry beyond measure. That's a new one. Oh, hey! What's that we over in with Super City? Lovely. In the time that I was yapping, it seems like, but you know.
Mission accomplished, Helldiver. One small step for democracy.
Alright, well, that is enough Helldivers for me. And let's see if the game lets me close it. Weird! Imagine that! Alright, am I gonna keep going or am I gonna stop? I think I'm gonna stop there. Let me read out to someone. Because the way I see it, I want food. Oh shite, the boss is live! I'm gonna raid Rio then. Alright, so. Thank you everyone very much for coming out to watch. I appreciate it. I've enjoyed our conversation. I've enjoyed you listening to me yapping. And getting heated about game balance because that's not even game balance, game design and decision making. It's just, they took the golden goose and they left it for the ugly duck. Except not the one that's actually a swan, but just a fucking ugly duck. Your fallen points? Don't worry, it will happen, you'll get there. I know it's inevitable. Anyways, thank you very much everyone for coming out to watch and joining me. I truly appreciate it. Until next time, I love you all so very, very much. Thank you, and goodbye!
I can. Welcome, Raiders. Thanks for